Hi you guys, Stephanie here again. I am back with the envelope flippy thing that we're working on with the file folder, and I'm making it a little differently than I did the one that I showed you. It seems like there was something I was going to say about my previous video. I really wish that I could edit, and I'm going to work on learning how to do that so that I don't have to explain myself all the time. I was saying when I was tying the string on this one, I was calling it sewing it, but this is definitely not sewing. This is tying. Okay, so on this one, I made it so that you pull things out from here, and I am not going to do the same thing. It's fine for these larger envelopes, but for the smaller envelopes, it's really tight. It's hard to get your fingers in there and stuff, especially on this, and I'm afraid it's going to tear. So I'm doing these differently. I went ahead and I cut out papers to go ahead and put on the envelopes. The way that I did it to make my paper choosing a little easier and not cut up too many sheets of cardstock is that I repeated my pattern. So this side is like this side, and this side is like this side. Same for here. Those two and those two. And then those two and those two. None of them are glued down yet. So I was saving that to do because I am trying to craft in real time. Okay, so we're going to cut the edge of these to make the pocket entrance on the edge. I'm going to go ahead and pull the papers off that are going to be glued down to this envelope. And so you could totally do this, you know, probably should totally do this before you put your thing together. I just didn't realize that it was what I was going to do. So, and I'm going to use my X-Acto knife and see how this works for me. Hopefully it just came right off. If you don't have an X-Acto knife, of course, you can use scissors or your paper cutter. Any of that will work. And then I'm just going to re-ink the edge there a little bit. And then so that I don't get confused with paper all over the place, I'm going to go ahead and glue these down. I should check to see how it fits now that I did that. I tried to cut them so that they would fit after I made the pocket a little bit, or the envelope a little smaller. And it appears I did okay on this particular one. I did a video earlier today on the snowflakes, and I said that it was snowing. That was, I don't know what time it was, but it was hours ago, and it's still snowing. We probably have 4 inches. So it's been like heavy, then light, heavy, then light, but we're supposed to continue to get snow all evening. So that's fun. It's very pretty, but the poor trees all still have their leaves on them, and the branches are so heavy with snow right now. Okay, and let's see how this one fits. That's going to be just fine. I'm going to go ahead and ink around it even though it's really dark, just to get that white edge off. But for the most part, the ink isn't going to show up on this really dark paper. I was talking on the last video with the snowflakes using the embossing powder, how I want to, you know, get some embossing powder. So I went online. I just looked on Amazon to start with. And yeah, I figured I would be able to find, you know, like a kit. Okay, I'm doing the whole thing and I'm gluing this down so that when paper goes in, I probably shouldn't have done this part, but that's okay. We'll just put a smaller tag in here. But this way, I'm pretty sure I did that right. Nothing will get caught on that little bit of envelope that's right here. I don't think anything would get caught anyway, but just in case. And so then there's your pocket. That is going to be so much easier to access than the way I did it the first time. So definitely do it this way. Excuse me. I'm gonna have to check that every now and then because I could hear or maybe it's this glue that I'm hearing on stick when I do that. Okay, so now I need to do this one. And we're gonna do the same thing over here. We're gonna cut that edge off. And I'm just taking it and lining it up with a line here on my cutting mat. So yeah, I looked on Amazon and they don't just have what I thought I was going to find. I thought I would be able to find a kit with just like tons of different colors or something. But that's not the case. And I looked on, you know, just like Hobby Lobby's website. And they just showed like a couple of colors and clear. You know, there was like green or something. So I didn't think I would be able to find anything at the local craft stores. But I was playing with this envelope trying to figure out what I was going to do. And so I'm just going to go ahead and glue that part right back down. And we need this one to go here. Ink it. I should have re-inked my pad. I keep thinking that I'm closing off and opening, but I'm not. I'm kind of wondering if Tuesday morning might have some embossing inks. And then another thing is brand. I don't know if brand matters. I'm sure it does to somebody, but does it matter to me when I'm brand new starting out? I don't know. So if any of you guys know a brand that I absolutely should not buy, that would be a good thing to know. I didn't check to make sure this one fit okay, I don't think. Hopefully it does. Yeah. It's fine. So there's our pocket there. This one I want to do at the top. This is going to be a little bit more difficult because I don't want to cut into my book here. I have to get some things out of the way. You guys are probably looking at this and thinking, Stephanie, do it that way or this way or whatever, but I can't hear you. You'll have to tell me louder. I think I'm fine. Yep, that was okay. No problems. All right. And this is the one that I want here, and it is good. I will go ahead and ink the top again. So definitely ink your envelopes, you know, before you glue them all down. I know on the last video I said, oops, didn't do that. But then even before I started this one, I had to go in and ink, you know, down in the creases. So do as I say, not as I do, I guess. We all make those, you know, crafting errors. I realize it, but I want it to, you know, be right for you guys, and I don't want my mistakes to cause you guys to make a mistake. Okay, so we'll go ahead and glue this one down. And then I'm going to put some glue here. And this, I am going to put a little bit of glue right there just to hold that edge down. Get that one out of the way just a little bit, and that paper clip. I wish that right now I had access to all of the things that have been available over the years to crafters. You know, shoot, I need to cut this one down just a little bit. Because I see all the time, I see things that I wish that they were still selling in the stores. Just so frustrating to me. I know I've said that before. I was watching a video. Oh, I can't think of the name right now, but she was showing a thrift store haul. And she found and did not purchase something. I was like, stop, get it, stop, you can't get those anymore. It was one of those Stampin' Up! Whale tail punches, and she didn't buy it. Oh my goodness. I'm like, no. So I made a comment, you know, in her comments. I'm like, wait, no, you didn't buy it. She needs to go back and see if it's still there. Of course, it's not, because, you know, crafting stuff goes quick at the thrift stores. You know, the thing that frustrates me is how much they want for thrift objects, thrift materials these days. It just frustrates me because I donate to thrift stores all the time. All the time. Several times a year I am getting rid of things. But then I go into the same store and all of those things that they've gotten for free, they are charging almost full price for. And it just really upsets me. It's, you know, greed. It just makes me mad. My little rant, sorry about that. Okay, so I am going to do the same thing on this one. And it's getting up there, so it's going to be even harder to get the cut. There's, you know, quite a bit of distance, but I'm going to do it. If I have to finish it off with scissors, I'll finish it off with scissors. I don't know that scissors are going to get in there very well either. It's almost there. I'm just going to pull that off and then ink it up. One of the things that really gets me are paper pads. So, you know, paper pads are pretty expensive in the stores. Okay, this goes here. Yeah, okay, let's see how it fits. You know, they're pretty expensive in stores. If you know, go into Hobby Lobby, a full price paper pad is oftentimes $19.99 or something like that. And then it'll sit in somebody's craft room for 20 years. And they'll decide that they don't like the pattern anymore. And, you know, who can blame them? And so they donate it. And the craft store will see $19.99 up in the corner and go, wow. And so they'll put a price of $10.99 or $9.99 or something like that on it. But really, you can always get it half off. I mean, there's always sales at craft stores. So, you know, already people aren't really ever paying full price for their scrapbook paper. And then it's old scrapbook paper that really, you know, you would only like a couple of the pages in the scrapbook pack anyway. I don't know. But, you know, then the next time I go in there, it's not there. So somebody bought it. So maybe that's why they have the prices so high, is because people are willing to pay them. I have teriyaki chicken cooking in the crock pot. It's just a recipe I found on Pinterest, so I hope that's good. So anyway, there's, you know, pocket here, pocket here. Yeah, I've not made it before, and so hopefully it turns out well. I can smell it cooking. That's what made me think of it. And I should have tested it first. Close enough. Okay, and then the last one, the last two. And then I'm doing this one the long ways again. Come on. Why isn't it cutting it? There it goes. Okay. I bet you guys are really getting tired of this, aren't you? It's okay if you fast forward. I know that that's supposed to be bad for your analytics, because Lorraine from Craft Portal has been telling us about stuff like that, fast forwarding, but I would rather you continue to watch my video and fast forward just a little bit until I'm done with this part. I'm just going to see how this one lines up. I think this one's a bit big. Let me just cut this down real quick. So fast forward, but not all the way to the end. I still want you to stay here. And all the way to the end. Remind me to ink up my paper, ink pad when I am finished here today. That would be great. So did you guys see, yeah, that's right, but this one goes on the inside over here. Did you guys see the video that Susie's craft room, is that right? Did you see the video that she uploaded about the make your own tear ruler? So she had been talking about it a couple of times. And I was like, how on earth does a person make their own tear ruler? And I'm thinking in my head, you know, making a ruler, that sort of a thing. Well, it's on our video. Brilliant, you know, you should go over and watch it. I'm pretty sure it's Susie's Craft Room. I can look on my iPad here real quick when I'm once I, you know, learn their name, then I forget the channel name and I just think of their name. So it's a video that she shows how to use embossing powders. She says she inherited them from a friend. Very nice gift. Unfortunately, her friend, you know, died, and that's why the inheritance happened, but what a lovely, you know, gift, and she gets to remember her friend every time she uses them. But she did that at the beginning of the video and then showed the tear ruler towards the end. Let me look real quick. I just want to make sure I know the name of the... I don't want you to be able to see my... I'm going to stand up for a second. Okay. It is, yeah, Susie's Craft Room. Anyway. Okay. So I don't want to say what she did exactly because then maybe you wouldn't go and look at the video. So go and look at the video. I'll try and remember to link it down at the bottom. Okay. Oh, put a little glue here. We are just going to complete the pockets and then be done for today. I had a little bit more to do, but this is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. So all right. How did I do this the last time? So was it just in my way like that? I don't know, maybe. I have to run to Spokane Valley tomorrow. And I'm thinking, well, I'm hoping that the roads aren't terrible. There's no way I would get out on the roads today. But hopefully by tomorrow in the afternoon when I have to go, the snow will have worn off all the roads, you know, where they're most traveled. And if that is the case, then I'm gonna go, I believe I will be able to go to Tuesday morning and I'm gonna see about embossing powders. I'm fixated on it right now. I can't stop thinking about it. And maybe check also Hobby Lobby and Joann Fabric. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I still need that. Okay. We're getting close, you guys. We're getting close. This particular ink pad I have had for a couple of years at least. I don't know how long ago I started doing this stuff now. I always say a couple years, but you know how time flies when you're having fun. So it could actually be 3 years. But you know, you can't find them anymore. So I bought the re-inker, which was also hard to find. Does that fit? That fits fine. But the re-inker doesn't work all that well, does it? I mean, it gets it wet, you know, for sure. This was good enough. I'm gonna go ahead and just do it. But then it dries out really fast. So, and the ink in the Distress Oxide are not the same thing. I want the ink. I need to go online and see if I can find it again. I know the last time, you can still buy it in the tiny ones, and comes in a pack of like 3 or 4 or something like that, different colors. Okay, where is this supposed to go? This one goes here and this one goes here, I think. Yeah. Right? Yes. Yes. No. Okay, hold on. I have to close it. I want to get this right. That one's like that. You guys probably know how it's supposed to go, huh? Okay, so that's how I want it. So right here I need this one. That's what I was going to do, right? I think so. Yes. Yes, because it goes like that. Okay. Sorry, you guys. This is way longer than I expected it to be. I'm going to go ahead and let the weight of the envelope start holding it down a little bit. I'm going to get this glue on. Okay. So pocket. And pocket over here. All right. I'm going to leave this hanging open. I'm going to close it for you just to see, you know, for you to see it all done that way as far as that goes. I'm not going to do any more today, but I'm going to leave this open to dry because this still has that glue from the envelope and it sticks. So anyway, thank you guys for watching and sticking around to the end. I really appreciate it. And I will work some more hopefully tomorrow on this. We'll see you guys soon. Bye.